What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out XLM. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I appreciate it. Sorry for being out this week. My schedule's been kind of funky. I've been having a lot of stuff in the mornings far away from the house, so haven't really been able to get in and make as many videos as I'd like, but it's all good. So we're back here at XLM, and I just want to show you guys something. We are close to extreme fears right here in the market. Sorry for, I should have gave a warning for just the bright screen, but we're at fear, right? We're at that 28 level. We're close to, I mean, we're lower than we were in September. This 28 level, we're close to about that, that period right before the October move. We're not as low as that, period through April. But we are getting fairly low. The stock market is in extreme fear. Let me see here. I think so. Fear, CNN, no. Weeple, no. Yeah, this is just for your traditional stock market. It's at 27 fear. I've seen other ones at like extreme fear, but either way, it's at fear. And so when, there's a famous quote, when people are fearful, you should be greedy. I'm definitely loading up on some things right now. I'm actually adding more traditional stocks to my portfolio. So all these are I'm just building up. Added some Donald Trump. Yeah, I think this is a great buy too. PBF, I've had BTOG for a while, but AMT I thought, is actually pretty solid too. So kind of just adding through there. And so, but overall, right, these EMAs, these aren't pretty, how they're postured. They're not pretty at all. And, let's get into the RSI and kind of see where we're at for the RSI. The RSI, we're almost to the oversold zone, right? We're actually almost to the oversold zone. We got to it a lot through this downtrend, right? We got to it. We actually stayed down here for a while, right? That's somewhere where we kind of stayed for a while. And so that's not ideal in terms of, what we're trying to do and get out of here. But we still have a lot of good things coming, I truly believe. The Fu Manchu, I mean, you're lower. I mean, you're getting pretty low. What was Friday? Last week, Friday. October, what was it? October 10th, right? Shot all the way down here on October 10th. But this has just been more grindy, a little bit more grindy. Some price targets on the 4 hour we'll get to. But the fact that, we are down here below, living kind of below this area through here. I mean, you can see it. I mean, you got two blips, you got 2 or 3 blips above this area, and then the rest is down below. That's not ideal, right? That's not ideal at all. And the fact that, people are really scared right now. People think the bear market's going to start, right? Gold's hitting an all new time high. I mean, silver's going crazy. And, the Fed just spoke yesterday, and they were talking about, or Jerome Powell was talking about, the continuation of monetary easing. So there's a 98% chance of a Fed rate cut now for October. There's a 96% chance of a Fed rate cut in December. And so they are now, expanding their balance sheet. What that means is they're adding money to the circulatory system of the United States, right? So in essence, quantitative easing is going to be starting soon. And this pairs up well with kind of everything we've been talking about. Bitcoin dominance really hasn't been doing much. So what that tells you is this drop has been mainly Bitcoin, right? This drop, I mean, look at Bitcoin's drop. Bitcoin's drop since Tuesday has been 10%. XLM's drop since Tuesday. All right, Tuesday has been 17%, right? So, I mean, it's not even a 2-to-1 right now for Bitcoin and XLM. So, your Ethereum dominance chart is still, I think it's actually range bound. Let me see. Yeah, it's still up there. So Ethereum must be holding up somewhat well. It's getting close to that little target we have at 3,600. So I'm kind of just bouncing around. I haven't really been able to get on the charts lately, so I kind of have alerts, but nothing crazy going on. I do want to see if this matches up well. So if you do have your A wave, your B wave, your 1618 goes down to 19 cents. That's not great. So we'll leave this here. All right, but that October open at 36 cents, we'll leave that. All right, this 1-to-1, this 1272 is down at 24. All right, especially once you close down below 886 on the daily, right? That's going to be a big area, right? You close down below here, right? Full body candle close, because you're probably going to try to come up through here and possibly reject and come down like that. All right, then you would take out that low, and then 19 cents. That would be. You would take out everything. You would take out everything. I'll put it on there with 16 cents, but if it's on there, it's on there. We'll see. We'll see. That wouldn't be pretty. That'd be a bloodbath, but we'll see. We'll see. In terms of higher prices, those are so much higher. We're kind of in a different realm at this point. I do want to leave them on, but I'm going to keep them on the daily. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to keep these on the daily. Just because they're so far away at this point, there's no point to, track them. So there we go. So we got those right there. Yeah. So those are the levels for now. Let's go into the 4-hour chart. We've had this up for a while. We've had this up since earlier this week. I kind of just left it up, but we have touched that 1618. Touched that 1618, and we're kind of bouncing in between here. If you are going to get a rejection, you're actually going to try to get back up to this one and then come down like that. So be attentive to that. This whole drop. It is sufficient. It is sufficient for sure. From this overall drop right here, now you've come down to the 1618 of this area. So, right, if this is this doesn't even look like maybe you have an ABC for your 4th wave, and this is not your 5th wave, right? Let's go check that out. Let's check that out. So we can flip this. That looks like a 5th wave to me. I'm gonna throw a little pattern on there. So if you got a 1, 2, so the lows right here, low to high, 0.5. Yeah, 0.5, perfect. Okay, so the one extension is to 24 cents. What do we have? We had on the chart with that 20. Oh, dang it. I don't know why these didn't. There we go. Okay. Wow, look at that. Look at that. So maybe that 24 cent mark from here is something that we could possibly get to. Right, 24 cent mark. If that is a possibility, that could be somewhere that we could bounce to, and possibly, right, come up through here and reject something up through here like this, reject this level right through here, and then come down again, right, complete it, right, because you need 5 waves of the 5th wave. If you're thinking that this is your 5th wave, you got like let's say like your 1, 2, your 3, maybe you go get a 4th, something like that, and then you come down for a 5th, something like that, right? You got to have a 4th retracement. So let's see, in terms of this overall retracement, where we're at right now. We're at that 786. Maybe you come up to like I said, like up through here. and then you come down and you finish. Something like that through here, through there. That'd be a pretty big fifth wave. So I would assume actually that we come down a little bit more. So if you have a, let me take that. So we've already established that 24 cent is something pretty significant. So if we're establishing this fifth wave, trend base extension, fit. So 1, 2. Okay, so that could be your third wave. I mean, it's kind of, you know, you would expect maybe come down to this 28 cent mark. Right, come down and then start like a fourth wave, move down, something like this, like another fourth, and then you get like a fifth, something like this. Sorry. And then you got like your fifth wave up through here. So yeah, so something like that is what I'm thinking. Right, so pretty close to what we're thinking overall, right? I mean, this 1618 is at 284, and then the 2618 is at 24 cents. It's kind of popped up again. That's the 2618 of this overall range, and that's kind of your target for everything, right? Because you get to the 1618 of your third wave, try to get up there, you can oscillate down, and then you go up to your 2618 on your fifth wave. Typically, right? I mean, I'm not saying that's every single move, but that's what happens a lot of the times. So yeah, so that's what I got for that, and I just kind of want to look at the RSI. Actually, let me draw, because this is looking like a let's come down through here. I do want to get those. I do want to get something like those. Start at that. Okay. Something like that. Something like that. All right, just close above. Okay, so oscillating. All right, you can wick down below, but you need to close above. Try to get above. So that's what I got for that. And then let's look at the RSI level. Wow, actually you're not oversold yet. You kind of got oversold, but you're in this same looking thing, right? I mean, this thing is just funky. That thing is ugly. My mouse is acting crazy. I haven't been using it, so it's all sporadic. There we go. All right, we're oscillating down in this channel. Same, but different. All right, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So you have a green dot on the Fumanchu. You have oh, that just went away. That's kind of funny. So that went away and it's back. All right, so it's very indecisive, as you can tell. But it doesn't matter as long as if we're not getting any momentum. That's what happens, right? That's what happens. It's like through here. Green dots, no momentum, green dot, no momentum. You actually had a green dot, then it just went completely red. So, you know, the indicators, that's why I've been doing a lot more just price action indicators. RSI is a good indicator, right? Can't really fake an RSI, but I do want to look at one more thing before I log off. One more thing. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I've been tracking this. This thing just has shot out of a cannon. I was keeping it real, saying, hey, this thing looks bullish. You had crosses above. You had a cross above here. I was like, dang, that thing looks bullish. You're about to get a cross right here. Looks bullish, right? Everything looks super bullish. Everything looks dead, right? I mean, let's just be real. Everything looks dead. But here's one thing, right? One thing. So we do have, right? I mean, we obviously have, let me see here. Through the daily, right? We have lower highs. And through here, this last couple times, right? We're trying to get up through some higher highs. Let me see here. What did we close at? 70.37. So we have bearish divergence on the daily through here. This is canceling out the bearish divergence, right? 69.38, right? 69.38, but you're still getting lower highs. This does cancel out the fact that you came down This came down through here and it's back up. Not the greatest sign, but it is looking like we're going straight up. I mean, look at that. That's straight up. We're due for a correction soon. That kind of looks like that right there. That's exactly what it looks like right through here, 2025. That looks like this right here, right? A little bit less similar in structure, right? Because the structure overall kind of looks like something through here, right? Not there. Something where you're constantly going up. Kind of looks like this right here. What'd you do? You kind of corrected for a little bit, right? Probably got a little relief rally. Something happened, and then you really started to tank again. So, you know, stablecoin dominance overall, it's been brutal. It's been brutal, but still the weekly, it has to, you know, we're waiting on the weekly to close. And I even added something on this monthly, right? This monthly. So overall, right, I could move this through here, but I'm not too worried about the downside right now, if I'm being honest. I just wanted the upside. But you know, you come down, touch, right? So you're kind of, I mean, this is on the monthly, so right. People have said, you know, this cycle can go into 2026. I don't know. I really don't know about that. You would think so, but at the same time, I'm not sure. But with the fact that if this thing doesn't die in October, then yeah, we possibly could, you know, see a later altcoin season. But with gold going crazy and the fact that the money printer is being turned on, I don't really think gold's gonna stop anytime soon, especially if inflation keeps going up. So people are gonna hedge their bet against inflation any way they can. This on the weekly, I want to check this out on the weekly. Yeah, this is breaking out on the weekly. So same thing. I mean, multiple weeks like that kind of looks like this. Right, that really does look like that. Like at least when we were going up through here, it'd be up a little bit down, up a little bit down, up a little bit down. But this is starting to look good for us, right? Multiple weeks in a row where you're kind of just grinding. This does not look good. I'm just being straight up. I have to laugh a little bit because it's such a BS chart. It just doesn't respect anything. But the fact that this is going on, right? I'll add something in through here. I'll make these on the 4 hour. I'll keep these on the 4 hour because I think they're good to have on the 4 hour. Boom, something like that. And I do want to just see like something like that, dude. Let me get this through here. Yeah, this thing's going crazy right now, honestly. I do want to get it like something like that. Do I? Or do I want to get something like that? I do. Boom. Please, 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 please be good to me. And then we got that right there. That right there. I'm actually going to use this guy down through here. Looking for a close down below. It's getting tight. It's getting tight. Right, this wick. I'm trying to use the bottom of this wick and line it up as best I could. So, all right, I just want to see what we do with this, right? And that'll kind of give an indicator for what the rest of the market is doing. I mean, the fact that you're just running up like that. I mean, potato, right? Potato. It looks the same as this. You're kind of grinding up, and then boom. Right, same thing, right? Same thing, grinding up, boom. So yeah, so that's what I got for today. Let me go back to XLM just in case you need those levels again, and then I'll sign off on you. So you're at 30 already. You're at 30. So we're trying to see how we interact with this 31 area up through here. through here. It's the top of this range too. So do we come up like this and then reject and come down? Right. So, right, just an idea. So, right, I think stablecoin dominance is a little bit overzealous right now. So, if you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. Leave a comment where you're tuning in from. You know, I will admit, you know, I didn't expect this, but I did expect it to be a little bit brutal. But that's the fact that stablecoin dominance is going on this run, right? We're sticking to the levels. We'll make a game plan. Not going to flip flop. I still think higher, but as of right now, this correction, it does look like it wants a little bit more. Multiple levels do want 24 cents. So just keep in mind that, you know, there is some heavy resistance up through here right above XLM. So until we come up through here and break at this 36-cent mark, until we come up and do this, don't get too excited, right? Don't get too excited just because, right, all these other levels through here. I mean, this is the previous resistance line. Right? You can even come up here and then reject. So there's a lot of areas of resistance. So, you know, take that with what you will. I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. Take it easy. Peace.